I was going to talk about this in the beginning of my upcoming guide videos, but I figured that it's better for me to talk about it in a completely separate video. So today, we are going to talk about the design choices for the collab characters in NIKKE. As most of you probably know, we will be getting a Chainsaw Man collab that will bring in 3 new characters. But instead of talking about their kit and how good they are in the game, this time, I instead want to talk about their design. Their character designs have been creating quite a buzz in the community, particularly when it comes to the weapon design and the outfit choices. There's a few things that I personally think were done right, but there are also some things that the majority of the community dislikes. And one character in particular that has been getting the most attention is Mahima. She is the one that is brought up the most, and it's because of one reason and one reason only. Mahima is wearing a coat. First of all, I won't be called crazy to assume that at least 90% of the player base is playing the game because of the fan service, at least to some degree. And there's nothing wrong with that. NIKKE is obviously targeted towards that type of audience, so I can see why the majority of the people got mad after seeing Mahima with the coat on. I mean, just look at characters like Volume and Novel. They are SMG characters just like Mahima, and they are also good from a meta perspective, but players like to use them for other reasons. With that said, buckle up and put your tinfoil hats on because I'm about to let you in on a crazy conspiracy. And not to sound like a total Tencent or Shift Up meat rider, but I don't think it's necessarily fair to immediately blame them for the character design choice. I know that we don't really have a good history with them, especially when it comes to the choices they made in the past, but I'll be the first to say that they can possibly get a pass on this one. Then again, I'm no expert when it comes to video game collabs or anything like that, and I wasn't in the boardroom disguised as a coffee guy trying to snoop around to get some intel. But I would assume that the license holders for Chainsaw Man has some level of influence when it comes to how the character looks in the game. So it could be possible that the people over at the Chainsaw Man side of the deal wanted the coat covering Mahima's cake. I mean, just look at the recent characters that we got. After the crazy uproar that happened with the Winter Rupee censorship, they started to go crazy with the fan service. You have characters like Wency and Guilty, characters who I can't even make a video about without getting the video demonetized, and just recently we got Soda, which... do I need to say more? I literally have to cover half of the screen whenever she's in the frame, or else it will not be considered as family-friendly content. So based on that, I don't think they put the coat on Mahima by choice. I totally agree that it would have been nice for Mahima to not wear one instead, but all we can do now is inhale some high-grade copium and hope that we get an alternate skin that is more exposed to say the least. Aside from that, her design actually looks really good in my opinion, and I think that she looks the best out of all the collab characters. Although her weapon is not the best looking because I do think Power's weapon looks better and has more thought put into it, and if you read the manga, you will exactly know what I'm talking about. The only other concerns I have, which I haven't seen many people talk about, is something that has to do with Himino. I'm a really big fan of her weapon design because it has personality, it looks very futuristic, and it's something that we haven't seen before from any other character. On top of that, imagine if they gave her a normal looking sniper rifle. She would just become a glorified Dala skin. Himino's weapon looks really good, and it even has a really cool reloading animation. With that said, I'm not sure if it's just me, but her shooting pose kind of looks awkward. It looks like she's uncomfortable using the weapon, which shouldn't be the case because she looked fine using the weapon in the trailer. I can't exactly put my finger on it, but something just feels a bit off about her shooting pose. Overall, their designs all look good to me. I'd say that I would give it a 7 out of 10 across the board. There are just a few things that I would have changed, but it's not really a deal breaker for me, as long as they do well in combat. But I know that for a lot of people, character design is the main selling point for any character. So do let me know what you think of their design, let me know if you are still pulling for them, or are you trying to save your pulls for a future character. With that being said, I just want to make this video short so I don't have to talk about it in my guide videos. As always, don't forget to leave a like, comment, subscribe. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.